Hello everyone and welcome to the Molitor EV Conversion Factory. I'm here with my dad and chief engineer here at the factory, and we just wanted to come give you guys a little update since our last video about this Patriot Tesla conversion project that we've got going on. So Pops, what do you have for us today?
Well, as you know, it's time for the Patriot to undergo some changes, some transformation from gas engine, motorcycle engine with 180 horse to a Tesla motor with 300 horsepower and immediate torque. So we're pretty excited about this.
Yeah, we like the sound of that. So we touched on it a little in our last video, but for those that might have missed it, what prompted this whole conversion idea to begin with?
Well, you know, I don't think EV cars are going to fix the world's emission and energy problems when 80% of the electricity is made with fossil fuels, and you have to mine for the batteries, and then what do you do with them when they expire and all that. So, but I think they're great. You know, if people want to have an EV car, awesome. And we like them because they're super fast. If you've driven a Tesla or other EV, yeah, they're fast.
Well, I haven't. The only electric thing I've ever driven is a Barbie Jeep. A long time
They're
ago.
not fast.
So I'm looking forward to this. But before we get into the rest of this, I know you've been working hard on this and you've had a little help. So do you want to give some shout outs to?
Yeah. So I've had some friends come and help. I've got Wayne Harvey and Alan Beck, and Ben Myberg flew in 2 days ago, and we worked on it for a couple days together. He's from South Carolina, and he flew out this afternoon. So yeah, lots of help.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us what you've been working on since our last video?
Okay. Let's start right here with the battery management system, and these are satellites to the BMS, the battery management system. That's the MCU that controls each of those. And there are 96 cells in the Chevy Volt battery packs that we decided to use. The actual Tesla battery packs were too large and too heavy. They weigh about 800 and some pounds, and the Chevy Volt's about 360 pounds. So that's the route we went. These are the battery management system controllers. Lots of wiring. I mean, it's ridiculous. There's 7 of these. See all the labels, and yeah, so crazy amount of wiring. This is the T2C from EV Controls that we need because this Tesla motor needs to think it's still in a Tesla car to work properly. So this is the computer that makes that happen. We got this from EV West. EV West has been fantastic.
This is the brain.
This is the brain, yes. So EV West has supplied us, and they've given us some tech support. They've been really good to us. Yeah, step over here and we'll take a look. So down in the belly there, so to speak, underneath is the Tesla Model 3 motor. Hard to see with the batteries all surrounding it. And then we have 3 parts to the Tesla, Chevy Volt battery pack, 1, 2, and 3 over there. And then all these high voltage cables, which have to be really large to carry the voltage. And you run it in series and you get up to 355 volts. So yeah, that sounds pretty simple, but there's a whole lot more to it than that, believe me. And so we've been working on that.
So what is next at this point in the project so that we can get this thing from here to out there with us in the driver's seat?
Yeah, hopefully the next video you guys will see us driving. We have to take those battery management satellite modules and put them on each battery and wire them up properly. We've got to have that MCU which controls them, and that has to tie into the T2C module, and then that also has to communicate with the charger. And you would think a charger should be simple, right? Like a battery charger? No, not so much. It's got 3 different levels to it and modules, and they have to communicate with the T2C so they don't overcharge or undercharge or overheat. There's a whole lot to it. I mean, every one of the 96 cells on this thing is monitored by that BMS system. So yeah, we're putting that all together. We'll put the high voltage cables on next. We've got them prepped and ready. Now we had to make those, you know, from scratch, and then we'll put it all together and hook it up. We've got wiring diagrams like you wouldn't believe. I'm saying all this because I'm used to an ICE motor. Like, we built several of these with regular gas engines, and we can do that all day long. But these are a challenge really for us. Putting the motor in, the drive shafts, the batteries mounted, and all that. We do that without too much trouble. But hooking up the computers and the wiring and troubleshooting, that's been a challenge, but we're not going to stop till we get it done.
No, that's a lot to learn, and I know I might not know what all this alphabet soup of letters and numbers means, but I do know how to push the gas pedal.
I've seen that.
So that's going to be fun.
Can you flash to a picture of her upside down in the Avenger?
Let's not get carried away here.
Okay.
I can roll this thing if I try.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
tried.
where's some wood? Well, I have one more question for you. At this point, would you do it again?
That's always the question. I would do it again. Most projects are harder than you expect when you get in the middle of them, and this has been that way. But we knew it would be tough, and it's a challenge. We haven't done it before. That's part of the fun of it. And yeah, I would do it again. We're not quite to the finish line though. You ask me that in the next video.
Okay, all right. Well, anything else you want to add? Anything you're just
I think we'll
dying for everyone to know?
Yeah, well, there's some things, but we'll save it. We want to keep some suspense here.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully next time you see us in one of these videos, we will be in the driver's seat, and we're going to put this thing out there and see what this bad boy can do. So stay tuned.